The Hidden Ones has been cooking with character guides, but there hasn't really been a video covering what you're even looking at in the first place and how you're going to be flowing in combat in general. So with this video, I aim to do that, show you what you're going to be looking at and how it's going to be done. But before all that, run it up. Alright, before we get into general gameplay flow, let's look at the thing that you're going to be looking at the most, the HUD. We're going to start from the top and then make our way down. So at the top, we're going to start with the timer. Pretty sure you know what a timer is. It's a simple timer telling you when the match is about to end. To the left, you have this white bar, that is your health. Nothing else going on with that. And then below that, you have your teammates. It tells you who's alive still and who has perished from your many mistakes. To the left of that, you're gonna have your ultimate meter. Now this goes up over time as you play the game. It's a pretty consistent wait time for your ultimate. I don't think there's different ultimate timings per character, but I just don't know. That's just information I don't have. And below that is a place for emotes. I'm not too sure if these emotes are like character emotes where they actually emote in game, or if it's like stickers or something like that. I don't know. But we'll find out when the alpha test comes out later this month. And that's all the stuff on the left side. Let's bring it over to the right side real quick. And there's not really much too different on the right side, except now you can see your enemy's stamina. And speaking of stamina, since that's it on the right side, let's go down and check out what's at the bottom. At the bottom, we have your dodge meter, or stamina. I'd call it, it's the same thing. At the bottom, you have your stamina as well. This controls a lot of your movement options in the game. Think Street Fighter 6, just for movement. Now here's what the main stuff you're gonna really be looking at when you're playing the game, right? To the right of your stamina is your dodge button. Now, this dodge button costs 1 pip of your meter. But if you do it during a basic attack or your skills, it'll go up to 2 pips. So on paper, you technically have 2 cancels per combo, but since your stamina goes up as you fight, constantly, whenever you use something, it always goes up. You technically have 3 cancels available for a cash out combo if you need it. Some characters have character specific dodge mechanics, like Lou, for example. She has a extra dodge button that comes up when she activates one of her skills. It lets her dodge, perfect dodge easier, and a whole other stuff that, you know, if you want to learn the character, learn the character. To the right of your dodge button is your breakaway mechanic. It's also, you can just call it a combo breaker. It gets you out of any basic attack or skill that you may have gotten hit by. It costs 3 pips, so even if your combo breaker is off cooldown, you can't use it again until you have 3 pips available. So you have to really meter manage and make sure you're making the right decision at the time. Now we're finally to the big diamond. Let's start with the bottom and then, you know, work our way up. This is your attack button. Your attack button is your main thing that you're going to be using in the Hidden Ones. It's different for each character, but as the name suggests, yeah, it's pretty basic. To the right of that, you have your parry/block. This is your defensive action. It could do something different per character, but this is just a general video. We'll get into what beats what later on, but for now, this is just the defensive skill. To the left of that, you have your skill 1, and on top of it, you have skill 2. And these are different per character, obviously, but as it suggests, it's pretty simple. You got 2 skills per character. Some characters might have more than 2, like Wan Tao, like I'll get into later, or like Wang Ye, who has 2 skills, but 1 skill transforms into 3 skills. So it all depends on the character that you pick, so choose wisely. In the center of your diamond, you have the ultimate button. Now, this button activates, obviously, your ultimate. Some characters might have an ability attached to that ultimate button when you don't have your ultimate, such as Wan Tao, which is an RNG character in this game, which uses the ultimate button to cycle through 4 abilities that he has. If you want to learn more about him, I made a whole video talking about him and breaking him down. So if you want to see that, it's there. And above the diamond formation, you have your assists. Now, there's not really a lot of information about assists in the game. Just know that there is assists and you can have up to 3 of them. Now, I'm not too sure how it works, but it seems like most of the assists are pretty strong and can help out your character in a big, meaningful way. Whether it's cover your bad matchups or just weaknesses in general. Now that you know what you're looking at, finally, what is the gameplay loop of this game? How do you play it? Well, this game works off of a triangle system. Think rock, paper, scissors, but constant. Basic attacks beat defending, skills beat basic attacks, and defending beats skills. If you attack while your opponent is defending, aka parrying, it turns into a throw. So that's why you see the throw animation in some of the trailers. So yeah, that's how you do throw. Skills can't be interrupted by basic attacks, but there might be a character in the future who breaks this rule entirely, you never know. And defending, aka your parry, beats skills. And from a distance, if you parry something, you can actually dash in and convert off of that, or punish, I guess, the skill that you just parried. For example, if you're going against a zoner and you parry some of their moves, and then you can dash in and actually punish them for it. It's actually shown in some of the videos. But at the same time, the zoner, knowing that is a possibility, could just perfect dodge it and punish you. So it's all depending on what is going on in the match, you know? It's not just a end-all be-all answer to everything, you know? So making sure you mix up your offensive pressure is very important in the hidden ones. Your decision-making will equal a win or a huge loss if you don't mix it up. Beyond the triangle system, your ultimate skill ignores the triangle system entirely. It just goes through all of it. And for just a little experiment, just imagine this, right? There's no footage of this, so I can't really say it, but you could, in theory, bait out a parry by throwing out a skill, maybe a very AoE skill that's very easy to parry. You throw it out, you cancel it with a dodge. They start parrying, and you can just punish the parry with a basic attack, and it turns it into a throw. So there's a lot of genuine mind games that's possible here, and I think that's very cool. A game like the Hidden Ones that looks so simple on the surface can turn into a beautiful dance as you start learning the ins and outs of the game and what's going on. And I think that's pretty great. Let's not even get into character-specific interactions and player interactions and everything in between. But yeah, all that being said, that is how you play the Hidden Ones. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section down below. Or if you want to gush about how people should know more about this game, hey, do it. Go ahead, man. People need to know about the Hidden Ones. The Arena Fighter community can't let this one slip through the cracks. This is a really good game that everyone should at least try out. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, like the video if it helped, you know, I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all later. And remember, stay determined.